Yo, what's up, team? Welcome back to J3 Entertainment. You guys know what time it is.
It's time for another review.
Yes, it is, brother. We did a double feature, y'all.
We did.
What we reviewing today?
65
million years ago.
in the making.
This was one of my most anticipated films of 2023, bro.
Oh, yeah, right there with you. Yeah.
Man, that trailer set me off.
Yeah, a lot going on. Original concept, original story.
Yeah.
Making dinosaurs terrifying again, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
New setting, Earth, you know what I'm saying? Space, trying to figure out how this soldier got there and things like that. It was good marketing.
The trailers really hit, and I can't wait to tell y'all how this movie played out. But I'm ready to get in this review.
Let's get it.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, for those that's new to the channel, let me explain how we like to go ahead and do the review. First thing first, I want to thank you guys for joining, and those that come and watch our reviews, I want to thank you also for joining. Second thing, we like to talk about the good and the bad, then we go ahead and give you guys a grade. Ron, you ready to get in this review of 65?
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about the good, bro.
I'm going to say this movie is a good job of just giving us mystery. Like, they throw us right into it. They waste no time as far as the setup. I like the setup. Just seeing the scenery and the main character going through his journey, trying to figure out what's going on and where he crash landed and what he had to do. He was on a mission and he had a destination and he got there. And it's a great setup for a survival sci-fi adventure. Yeah. Like, it was really a survival story.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that.
For me, I ain't gonna lie, I love creature feature movies. I love survivor movies and stuff like that. I really dig it because you can see how the person interacts with the scenarios. Had a good time watching it. I thought Adam Driver did a great job as an actor. And the young girl, I can't think of her name, but she also did a great job. Yeah. For you guys to just be two individuals in a quiet earth, right. I'll say. I think they did a really good job. You know what I mean? I felt a lot of the anger, the distress, the lost feels for these characters. It was there, and I thought those actors really did a good job.
All right. I will say that before I watched the movie and when I watched the movie, I had two different perspectives as I was watching because there were certain things that I wanted to know, but then I looked at it and it wasn't really a negative because I understood like the way it started. I was like, okay, this is what it's going to be. So usually like when these kind of movies begin, they tell you what's going on. They tell you how the main character gets from point A to point B. This one, we kind of already know off the bat. And he was trying to figure out, is he going to survive? So it was like in reverse. Okay, the mystery is there, but then they tell you, and then it's just now, is he going to get to the next destination? So it kind of went in reverse. So once they tell you what's going on, it's like, okay, is he going to survive or whatnot? Because we're not sure exactly what he's looking for, but then once that part of the story gets stale, the action kicks in. So then we have other things to kind of focus on. But it was really like just visuals and the environment. And I thought that was cool because it's like, it reminded me like, hey, maybe this is just about the adventure of surviving. Because I was expecting a little more, but I was okay because I understood that this was just about a man and a girl trying to survive on this, isolated planet.
Yeah. That's all you got for the good? Yeah. All right, let's get into the bad. Ronan, what you got that's bad?
All right, so this goes in reverse to my positive. So this is the tricky part. So, we got this National Geographic exploring setup, but not a lot of information given. Like, we don't know too much about the soldier, the main character, Adam Driver. We know that he explores and, he's a space
Meals.
Yeah. And, he shows up, he's a family man and things like that. And then they kind of leave it at that. So we don't know if he was like, like the top in his class. Like, we don't know too much about him. We just know that he's trying to, save someone, and that's it. I think they do a good job of keeping the movie simple, but it looks like it was written to be complex, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then you can even tell with the running time, like they had to get in and get out as soon as they could. But I was so interested that I wanted to know more about other things, the planet, the resources, how they were surviving and where he came from, what made him want to go to this planet to go and get these resources that he was seeking out to get. And at the end of the day, it was like, well, I guess it really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So it just kind of goes back and forth.
For me, man, my bad's going to run deep. This is a prime example of trailers being better than the movie. Hands down. Trailers gave you the hype, gave you the energy, gave you everything you wanted. And then the movie bombed. They fumbled. They had a great idea, great concept, great everything, and then they got the football, fumbled it, and it fell over and went in a volcano and went away. That's just what it is. Adam Driver, the actors did what they can do. The acting's not a problem. It's everything else. The story is bad. Hands down, it's a bad story, and it does not tie in well with time. If you pay attention to the story and the little details, they don't mix in well. It's like they forgot while they were writing, and it's bad. You know what I mean? It's at a point where you're looking on this planet of Earth 65 million years ago, and you don't even get to experience it. You're looking there, and you're like, yo, and this is not a spoiler because you watched the trailer reaction, but there were dinosaurs, but they only were meat eaters.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, what about the other dinosaurs? And then you can tell when you know something about dinosaurs that whoever wrote this, Scott Beck and Brian Woods, I don't think they knew much about dinosaurs because there was some serious dinosaurs there that they made look like jokes. And it was like, I don't think y'all know what y'all doing with that one. Them dinosaurs like to pick you up and drop you.
Yeah.
You know, there's some dangerous dinosaurs. It just felt fake. Didn't feel like a fantasy. It didn't feel adventurous. You know, it's random dinosaur in cave. Like, what the... What are you doing in there, right? Ain't no bones, ain't no trace of food. It's eggs, but ain't no dinosaurs. Like, it just felt really...
A lot of random stuff.
Just like, yo, they didn't know what they were doing when it came to the world. And this movie fell flat. It fumbled. It fumbled bad. And personally, I think this is a sci-fi movie on the Sci-Fi Channel. I don't think it belonged in theaters. It just was like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Great actors, but the movie just was like, all right. At the end of the day, you looked at it and you were like, okay.
Yeah.
You didn't get nothing. Like, I thought I was going to get a Last of Us experience where they're stuck on this planet and they're waiting to get their way back home, and it's going to take a long time, and they have to learn the environment, and they turn from, you know, explorers with all this technology to actually survivors on a planet with no technology, just
without it,
with their wits.
Yeah.
You gotta be strong, kind of like Planet of the Apes. That's why it was like, yo, this looks like Planet of the Apes meets Jurassic Park meets Alien.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm thinking like, yo, we're gonna have to really get down to it. You monsters, you blew it up. You know what I mean? I thought we were gonna get to something, you know, where you're gonna see the breakdown, the meltdown of this character, and they just wrote it, but it didn't. You never experienced it. It fell flat, man. It fell flat, man. Like, trailers 10 times better than this movie. I wouldn't even buy this movie, bro.
It feels like there's another movie in there, and this was just like a long teaser. It does. And like I said earlier, there's information waiting to be seeked and discovered. But then, like, as I'm watching, I realize it doesn't even really matter because this is really a chase movie. And that's how it started. That's how it ended.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, well, I guess though, like, because there was things it was cool stuff and cool scenes and cool shots and things like that, but no, like you said, no information. And I'm like, is that how it was supposed to be, or was there, like you said, did they forget, or was it just supposed to be about getting back home? Like, did all that other stuff matter, or was it just about this soldier that was just trying to get it, you know, complete his mission? I don't know.
This movie felt like, and there's no disrespect to Scott and Brian, but it felt like it was directed by a 6-year-old. Munch, dinosaur, eat, dinosaur. There was no substance. You try to make me feel bad about his you know, I'm not spoiling it, but, you know, the Adam Driver's character Mills had, you know, he has some dark parts. And you try to make me feel bad about it, but I didn't care. Because I wasn't here to see that. I wanted to see Jurassic Park. I wanted to see you take your glasses off and look. Like, what the hell is that? Right. You know, I wanted to experience that. Like, I feel that and maybe it was a studio. It felt kind of like a Gemini Man, where you saw the budget and then you saw it decrease.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dinosaurs start looking fuzzy. It's like that. You know what I mean? Like, it felt like that. It felt like it was a kid way of thinking. Like, yo, like, munch, dinosaur, eat, shoot, bang, bang. You know what I mean? Like, it was, they were stuck in scenarios. Like, honestly, like, hypothetically speaking, I don't want to dwell on it, but if you was in a situation where you was on a planet you was not familiar with and you were trying to get home, would you ever sit there and talk, or would you get the hell on the damn spaceship and get out of there? Yeah. We can make it better. Why are we waiting? What are you waiting for? Get a goddamn ship.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here. We don't want to here.
We're talking when we at a bar at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, things like that. Like, it just felt like, yo, like,
you
were making scenarios and making these dinosaurs pop up, and it was like, all right, like, yo, I would have liked to see some cavemen.
Something, or something, right? Or somewhat of humanity or something. Yeah.
Something, man. Give me a village or something. Like, it could have been like King Kong. Not Skull Island, but King Kong.
Peter Jackson's
King Kong.
Yeah.
A little something like that. You get into this world and you don't know what's going on. You looking, they were shocked. They was explorers. They didn't know what the hell was going on.
Right. While making a movie.
While making a movie. Like, yo, like, it was so much stuff. Like, he could have been, you could have had like, what was the movie with Matt Damon when he was on Mars? Martian?
Yeah.
Could have been like Martian to a degree. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, the spaceman comes on this planet and he's documenting stuff at the same time. You got this little girl you got to take care of. She don't know what's going on. She's scared. You know, it fell flat. All right, I'm done.
Yeah. I got nothing.
Ready to get it great?
Yeah, let's do it.
65. You ain't gonna 65% from me, but go ahead.
Cool visuals, some good action, actors cool. It's just a weak story. More of a concept teaser that lasted 90 minutes. I just wanted to know more things. I just wanted a little bit of mythology. But the stuff I got was cool, but it runs thin. You know what I'm saying? It's not a boring movie by any means. It's very fast paced. A little too fast paced without the information context. And that's the thing. And what makes it boring is the lack of information. You get the action. You definitely get that stuff. But I'm going to give it 2 stars, though. I'm going to give it 2. Because I did have fun with it.
Personally, I was in it to win it. I thought this movie was going to be great. Great concept. Everything was there. They fumbled the football. It fell flat. I always have fun with the audience. And my experience in watching the movie, just being outside, is very interesting. And it is interesting to watch because you're watching it, you don't get bored, but you're watching, you're like, yo, they really don't have anything, man. And then you start looking at the dinosaurs, you're like, yo, we're not gaining anything. Nothing's elevating. You're not giving these characters a challenge. You're just throwing bigger and bigger dinosaurs at them. And just felt really out of place. And like I said, no disrespect to the directors and the writer, which the director and the writer, it's just it felt like a 10-year-old, 9-year-old movie. You know what I mean? And the dinosaur eats more, and then he gets bigger and stronger. Now he has wings. Like, it felt like that. It didn't feel genuine. It felt out of place. And I'm going to give it 1 star out of 5. I would probably most likely never watch this movie again. And it's sad because Adam Driver did a really good job. But this movie, it sucked. It was so bland. It was like, whatever. Yeah. 1 star out of 5.
All right. There it is.
My heart hurts, man, because I really had high hopes for this one.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I was like, yo, this is gonna This is gonna be it.
I get it. Man. Potential though.
No leaf eaters, bro.
Yeah.
Just meat eaters. Who's eat? Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and press that subscribe button. Thumbs this video up. Don't forget to share Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Also follow us on Instagram and Twitter. I'm J3.
Run a show gun.
Woo!
And just sass.
100,000 subscribers, guys.
We coming.